Factoring by grouping. We're going to learn how to factor by using grouping. But before we do that, I'm going to do a quick review on factoring using GCF, which is what we did last time, because we're going to use GCF to do today's lesson also. So I'll do a quick review on this. So first, you have trinomials here, and you have monomial. So here, you look at the numbers here, and then you need to find the GCF for the numbers. So you can do the upside down L, or this is also called the ladder, like a ladder method. And then you just pick a number that you can divide 16, 24, and 40 at the same time. Could be any number. So I can just pick 4, because 4 can go into 16 4 times, 6, and then 10. And then you can see if you can divide again, because you can divide this by 2. So 2 can go into 4 twice, 3 times, and then 5. 2, 3, 5 prime numbers cannot divide anymore. So you just circle these two and multiply these two. And this right here will be always, when you multiply them, that's always your GCF. So the GCF is 4 by 2, which is 8. So you multiply them. So GCF for the number is 8. And then you have x, y squared, z, and y squared. What do they have in common? So they have y squared in common. So y squared will be your GCF for the variables. And then once you do that, you put parentheses around, and then you take this GCF and divide into each one. So 16x y squared divided by 8y squared. So divided by 8y squared. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. X, you cannot do anything, so you need to write it there. And then y squared is 1. So that's cross cancel. So you divide the second term by the GCF, which is 8y squared. Negative 24 divided by 8 is negative 3. So write it there. Y squared cancel. So you have z left. You have to put z there. Okay. And then the next one, you divide that by GCF again. 40 divided by 8 is 5. And then y squared cancel. So nothing. So this is the answer. This means when I do the distributive property, I get these 3 polynomials. So we're going to use the same GCF concept, and we're going to factor by grouping. So we say factor by grouping because there are 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you have 4 terms, you're going to divide them by 2. So you're going to do first 2 and then use GCF, and then the second, last 2 and use GCF. So first, you're going to divide them up like this. So first, you're going to do this one first. So what is the GCF of 4 and 8? Which is 4. So 4 goes into 4 and 8 at the same time. And what letters do they have in common? B. So you're going to write 4B, always GCF in the front, okay? And put parentheses. So 4AB divided by 4B. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. A, you don't have anything, so you need to write A. B divided by B, 1. So A is first 1, and then plus, you're going to do 8B divided by 4B. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, and then B divided by B, 1. So it's 4B, parentheses, A, plus 2. Okay, that's, let me just write it a little bit better. So 4B, A, plus 2. So that you do this one. So please copy this, okay? And then you're going to do this one. So what is the GCF of 3A and then 6? So 3 and 6, their GCF is positive 3. So put plus 3. And then they don't have any variables, letters in common. So you're going to write A, because 3A divided by 3 is A. 3 cancel. And then here, 6 divided by 3 is plus 2. So here, question is, what do you notice about what's inside the parentheses? Look here and here. Same, right? A plus 2, A plus 2, that's what they have in common. So what you're going to do is, when you do this next part, you're going to write 4B plus 3 times a plus 2. So basically, you're going to write 4b plus 3. So you put these two in parentheses in the front. GCF is always in the front, okay? And then a plus 2, they have what they have in common. And this is the answer. When you have 4 terms, this is how you factor by grouping. This is how you do it. And let me show you what I mean. So 4b plus 3 times a plus 2. If I do the FOIL, 4b times a is 4ab. 4b times 2 is 8b. I do the FOIL. 3 times a is 3a. 3 times 2 is 6. So this is what we have. So that's how you do this. So please write 4b plus 3 parentheses a plus 2. And that's the answer. That's how you factor 4 terms. Let's try another one. So you have 4 terms here. We're going to factor by grouping and we're going to use GCF. And first, you're going to do first 2. And the GCF of 5 and 15 is 5. So write that in the front. Y squared, you have 2 y's and then 1 y. So they have 1 y in common. So you write that in the front. GCF always in the front. And then you're going to put parentheses. You have 2 monomials, binomial here. So what is 5y squared divided by 5y? 1y. Because 5 divided by 5 is 1. y2 minus y1 is y1. So that's y. And then what is negative 15 divided by 5? Negative 3. Y divided by y is 1. So it cancels. So 1 times 3 is 3. So this is done. So y minus 3. And then we're going to factor the second one. So we're going to put the plus sign. What do they have in common? 4 and 12. What's their GCF? 4, right? Because 4 can go in here, here. And then they don't have any variables in common. So 4 is their only GCF. You put the parentheses. And then 4y divided by 4, that's 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times y is y. So put the y. And negative 12 divided by 4 is negative 3. So look at their parentheses. They have same. So all you have to do is write these two. Take these two and write them in the front with the parentheses. And then just write y minus 3 once. Done. If you FOIL this, you get this 4 terms. 5y times y is 5y squared. 5y times negative 3, negative 15y. 4 times y, 4y. 4 times negative 3, negative 12. So this is what they have in common. You just write them once. And this is it. Done. This is called factoring by grouping. So this is your answer. 5y plus 4 parentheses times y minus 3. Next one is 5c minus 10c squared plus 2d minus 4cd. So let's try that one. So first you have to do first 2. Their GCF, look at the numbers. 5 and 10, the GCF is 5. And then C, you have 2 C's here. So they only have 1 C in common. So put that in the front. And then we're going to put parentheses. So 5C divided by 5C is 1. Because 5 divided by 5 is 1. C divided by C is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And then negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2. And then C2 minus C1 is C1. So just 1C. So it's 1 minus 2C. Let's do the second one, okay? So the second one, we're going to do 2 and 4. The GCF is 2, because 2 can go into 2, 2 can go into 4. And then they have also D in common. 1D here, 1D here. So D is their GCF. And then right here, 2D divided by 2D is 1. And then right here, negative 4CD divided by 2D. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then C is not there. And then D divided by D is 1. So cancel. So you have to have same right here. The parentheses, they have to be the same. So right here, you're going to do right here, 5C and 2D, that's their GCF, so we put that in the front, always GCF in the front, put that around parentheses, and then 1C minus 1 minus 2C, and that's their, oops, sorry, and done. This is the answer. So if you do 5C times 1 is 5C, 5C times negative 2C is negative 10C squared, 2D times 1 is 2D, 2D times negative 2C is negative 4CD. So if you do the FOIL, you're going to get this. So you just factor. So this is done. Let's go to the next slide and try these two problems. This one has a minus in between two terms. So again, once again, let's copy. And there are 4 terms. So let's try the first two. So GCF of 6 and 15 is 3. So write that. And then a squared means a times a. And then you have 1a. So you have 1a in common. So you have GCF for the variable. So that's 3a, always GCF in the front. Put parentheses. You're going to write 6 divided by 3 is 2. A squared divided by a is 1a. And then right here, negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5. A divided by a is 1, so negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. So right here, you did the first one. Let's do the second one. You have negative here, so we put the negative. So GCF of 8 and 20 is 4. And then negative 8a divided by negative 4 is positive 2a. And then positive 20 divided by negative 4 is negative 5. So as you can see, you have same parentheses. So right here, you're going to write that. And then in the front, you're going to write this, 3a minus 4. So you're done. Let's try the next one. First two, you have 10 and 14. The GCF of 10 and 14 is 2. And then the GCF of the variables, 1x, so put 1x there. And then you're going to do factor. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. x2 divided by x is 1x. Negative 14 divided by 2 is negative 7. X cancel, and then you have 1y. And then done. Let's do the second one. 15 and 21, their GCF is 3. Negative. So you're going to put the negative sign. You have negative sign here. So you're going to put the negative sign here in front of 3. And then negative 15 divided by negative 3 is positive 5x. Positive 21 divided by negative 3 is negative 7y. As you can see, you have the same parentheses. If you don't, you need to go back and fix it. You always have to have same parentheses for these. So you're going to write this once, what they have in common, and their GCF, you're going to write that in the front with the parentheses. So you're done.